I've ordered this from Amazon, but this should hopefully make things a bit easier for me to film whilst I'm moving about. I do film sometimes in the dining room when I'm opening big boxes or something like that, like the cricket unboxing I did in there, and some drawers and other bits and pieces. So I just thought, after having problems with my sound, it might be a good idea to upgrade to a lav mic. This come with the pack. I think it may be a case of some. Let's open it and have a look. No, it's some kind of cloth. I thought it might have been a pouch for it, but that came in the packaging. So this is the Godox Magic XT1. It's a 3-in-1 case, so you get the receiver, the charger and the storage device, which I liked because it's all in one place. I've started off with the Daiti mic, which I'll put a link on at the top. That's the one that I started off with after the actual camera or phone built-in microphone. So let's get this one open and have a look what's inside. So in the box we have the main packaging, some food, don't eat it kids, it's just a joke that I have, and some instructions. I've learnt my lesson about not reading instructions when I'm doing technical stuff, because I do like to try and figure things out myself, but it has wasted quite a lot of my time in the past, so I think in future I'm at least going to read the basics before I actually start using it. So this is what you get in the box. Feels like a nice hard case. This looks a bit flimsy, this holder thing, but feels like it's, yep, that's sewn in really well. Let's have a look inside. Nice thick zip. I don't like the ones where they're dead fiddly, so this is really good. And let's have a look. So straight in the top, this is where all the cables and wires are stored. Now I learnt this when I got the Daiti mic, that to plug one into your camera or your phone is a different one of these to the other. I can't remember which one is which at the minute because I have them set out in my own room. Doesn't show it on here, but I know the bands on these, I think there's 3 on one of them and 2 on another one, which one is for the mobile phones or cameras, and the other one is for, sorry, mobile phones and tablets, and the other one's for cameras. So in there we get a USB-C, one of these to plug into a device, and one of these that plugs into the mic, and we get some kind of mounting bracket, and we get an adapter in there as well. Let's get that out of the bag. You can have a look, there's a little washer, an adapter, and then the actual, oh, it's the cold shoe mount on there. So that goes directly onto your camera. Is that magnetic? Yeah, that's magnetic, that's good, isn't it? Okay. So that's in the bag. And then we get inside our little furry friends. 1, 2, there's 2 microphones included in this. 2 clips, I like that they are magnetic as well. They're magnetic. Squeezability sounds real stupid, but it's quite easy to do. Well, easy if you use 2 hands for me anyway. So anybody that doesn't have issues with their hands should be able to open that quite easy. So there's 2 of those. Now I'm thinking the actual mic might attach magnetically, so let's have a look. I like that they've got this little flap to separate so things don't get scratched or damaged. Right, I'm presuming the mics are inside this because there's nothing else in there. Let's have a look, because didn't cut. When I open things like this, I don't like pressing very hard in case it scratches the surface of the product, which is why it didn't cut through first time. Okay, so that's the front. There's a little LCD screen here. We have a headphone jack, an output, power button on that side, nothing on the top. On the side we have the volume and the USB-C import. Okay, so that's how you press it, and this flips open. I'm presuming the more you use it, this will open a lot easier. So there's the little mics. So that goes on your lapel, your t-shirt, your shirt, whatever you want it on. And there's them little clips, that one. So that attaches by magnet. Oh, that's quite a strong magnet as well. Right, so looking at that, I would suggest put that on your t-shirt or whatever you're wearing first, then stick that to that, because when you do it like that, it just pulls the magnet off. You could do it, but I'd rather myself do it the other way around. So that's the little mic. Is it worth turning on? Probably needs charging anyway, so there's number 1 and then number 2. So let's see if it works straight out of the box. That's charging, and it's not even plugged in, so they must be charging the actual thing already. So you mount that on your camera, which I'm not going to do at the minute because I want you to give it a good charge. Okay, it actually has on there your language settings, so I'm going to go over to that, and I'm presuming you press the power button. Yep. So to move through the settings, there's an up and down switch here, which I presume is also for the volume, and then the enter key is the power key. Yeah, so okay, it's got the battery is quite low at the minute. Or the this thing. So that's your adapter. That goes into your camera. I'm dropping everything today. Good. Yep. There's that bit, and then this will go on the top. So this is the receiver as well as the charger, which I think is a really cool design. And once that's on, we can tighten that up. And there you go, there's your camera, your receiver, and you can plug it in whilst it's sat still, or you can take that out and about and still have the receiver without any wires or connections. It does add a bit of weight to it, but I think the weight is more in this actual adapter rather than this, so depending on how lightweight you want it. I wouldn't say it unbalances the camera, but I do have this on the bottom, so that might be balancing it out. It looks quite big on the actual camera, but in reality, trying to find something small for a microphone to go onto a camera anyway. You know, it's only as big as like a small boom mic, and you've got the ability to film people at a distance, or film yourself without having to, you know, turn your head and move around. You basically do what you want to do. I've just been playing about a bit with this lav mic that I've got. I had trouble trying to get them to pair, and the only difference that actually made it work is that I unplugged the charger. So if you're going to have it on, if you want it in pairing mode, I took the charger off and it works. The other thing I've realised is this is actually a touch screen. So you've got the buttons on the side to do the selecting, but you've also got a slide screen, and you've got different modes: volume mode, so that's your mono mode, your stereo mode, and a safety mode, which I'm not exactly sure what it is. I'm just going to select mono for now. There's a lock button, there's your pair button, and there's your general. I struggled for a while to try and pair these microphones, and it was because it was plugged in on charge. So let's take these out and just make sure it does work again. So them two are out. Turn it off and turn it back on again. So they're flashing about now, I've just turned it on. There we go, it's picking it up. So when you want to pair them, oops, take them out and start it up and it'll record into your camera. I've checked this and seen if it actually works into the camera, and the levels are going up and down on the camera, so they are working. So all I need to do now is the comparison video, so I will be testing these out alongside the Daiti mic and the Rode mic and these, the Godox Lav Mics.